Okay, so we're doing this finally. I This is a long overdue video. I wanted to do a reintroduction, on my page because I have some new followers. I thought, why not? And I've been putting it off, so here we go. My name is Nadine. I go by different names. If you want to see the different names, you can check it out on my feed. I did a video on that. And a couple years ago, I was diagnosed with hormonal acne. It was really bad for me because I never really suffered with acne as a teenager or as a young adult. So imagine me having to deal with this. But it got to the point where I was so embarrassed that I got off of social media for a couple of years. And then I came back because a friend of mine told me about some products. And I said, like, why not? Why not? I have nothing to lose. So I decided to try those products. The products helped heal my skin. And then I realized that's not the only thing I had to heal. I found out there were a lot of other things that needed healing that was not just my skin. So I found myself on this journey of self-healing and self-realization and drawing closer to God, becoming a better person. And I thought, why not share it with others? Because I know what it is to be negative all the time. I know. It didn't serve me. So now that I found out that, okay, there's so much other things that I have to heal. There's so much other things that, there are things that I kept doing that just kept me stuck. And it was just like in a cycle. And then I had to like unlearn certain things. So it's a process. I'm not saying that I'm there. I'm healing. I'm not healed. I'm healing. But as I'm on this journey, I decided to share it with others. So I'm sharing my self-healing journey. I'm sharing what I'm learning. I'm sharing my skincare journey. And of course, I am a big foodie. Jeez, you can blame my mom for that because that woman cooked. And I said, she still cooks, but I say cooked because I'm no longer in her house. And I still remember as a child, we would come when I used to go to primary school, we would come home and then she would just take down the pot of soup and we would have it. And I can tell you stories. My love for food started with my mom, and it's something that stayed with me and something that I'm grateful for. So I share my food journey, I share my skincare journey, I share my self-healing journey, and I encourage everyone. I believe that we should all take time to heal because not everything that we learn, that doesn't mean that it's good for us, and it's okay if we want to do something different. And of course, which I should have said first, my relationship with God has changed because I am learning to seek Him more. I am learning to depend on Him more and involve Him more into my life, because for a long time it was like, okay, you pray in the morning and you just go about your day, and before you go to bed you pray in the night. But I've learned this about a relationship, continuous relationship, and involving Him in everything in my life, and that has made such a big difference in my life. It doesn't mean like everything is smooth sailing, but it just means that I'm reminded that no matter what I'm going through, I'm not alone. God is with me. So these are just some of the things that I'll be sharing. These are just some of the things that's going to be on my page. And every now and then I will throw an outfit on and feel like a fashionista, and of course I'll post that, do a fit check. But that's me in more or less in a nutshell, and I just thank you for being on this journey with me, and let's do this.